Hey, and welcome to my channel about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado. This is a fun one. Highlands Ranch versus Littleton. What are the similarities and differences and what might be best for you? Let's get into it. Hey, I am Katie Martineau. Welcome to my channel about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado and surrounding areas. So if you want to be notified every time I release a video, you got to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because I do release videos twice a week. As mentioned, I am also nicknamed the Katie the Real Estate Gal. So if you need help with buying, selling, or anything between, I'm your gal and I would absolutely love to help you. So my contact information is below, so feel free to call, text, email, whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's get into learning more about Littleton and Highlands Ranch. So some similarities is that they are both located west of I-25. So they are a little bit closer to the mountains than some other cities to the east. And if you think of central downtown, they are both south of that, but not as south as Colorado Springs or even Castle Rock. Highlands Ranch sits a little bit higher and is a little bit hillier than Littleton. And just because you are closer to the mountains, such as Littleton is closer to the mountains, doesn't mean you have better views. Highlands Ranch has a lot of ups and downs, and so there are some spectacular views of Highlands Ranch. And Littleton is closer to the mountains, but can feel even closer than that because it is right next to the foothills. And depending on where you're looking in Littleton, such as Roxborough Park and Ken Carl, there are some gorgeous red rock formations that also make you feel like you're right in the center of the mountains. All right, now let's get into some of the differences. So Highlands Ranch is going to feel a little bit more established with a lot of the homes being built in the 1990s and early 2000s. So a lot of the homes are about 20, 30, maybe even 40 years old. If they haven't been updated, they have a distinct style to them. Unless you go into backcountry territory, there's going to be a lot of really luxurious homes, a little bit more square footage and spread out, and you're going to find some newer homes built there as well. One thing to be cautious of with Highlands Ranch is it is in a metro district, and you're most likely going to be finding an HOA no matter where you are in Highlands Ranch. Typically, the HOAs are fairly affordable at about $120 a quarter, or it can split between about $40 to $60 per month, and it does vary on what is included in that HOA. Sometimes it's just going to be trash and snow removal. Other times you're going to have access to a lot of the amenities that are in the Highlands Ranch area. Some of the amenities are access to pools, clubhouses, tennis courts, gyms, and part of that HOA also goes into maintaining the 2,500 acres of open space, 75 miles of trails, and the 25 parks. Luckily, the HOA doesn't break the bank like sometimes you'll see with condos or townhomes where it could be $250 a month or even upwards of $400 a month to be part of that association. So it is relatively affordable, but it's great to know that that needs to be added into your monthly mortgage payment. And if you're tipping the scale on price point, that might send you over for your debt to income ratio or DTI. So just expect that most places in Highlands Ranch, you can expect an HOA fee. In Littleton, you're going to be finding a lot of homes that were built in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. A lot of them are going to be ranch style and literally brick and mortar. There's a lot of history with Littleton, and there's a lot of different characteristics with style. If you go southwest Littleton, you're going to find Sterling Ranch, which is a master planned community. It's actually pretty cool because it's a smart city. They have fiber optics running underground, almost 1 gigabyte per house for wireless internet. There are a ton of builders that are building in this community, and after everything is finished and complete, they are planning on 12,000 homes being in this community with 9 unique villages. The homes range from 1,500 square feet to 3,600 square feet. They have some really unique features, such as if a child goes missing, the street lights will flicker a certain color to let everybody in the neighborhood know that something is going on. They also have electric car charging ports. They recycle rainwater. There's a UC Health located nearby, and they have that community center that I mentioned. There's always events going on. So it's right off of Santa Fe, pretty close proximity to downtown and 470. All right, going into shopping and dining with both of these communities. So Littleton has a distinct downtown that has historic vibes to it. So there's a lot of mom and pop shops that are authentic, unique, and independently owned. There's also the Aspen Grove outdoor shopping mall that is right over there as well. And there's Breckenridge Brewing and some other breweries that give it a local feel. You're not gonna find a lot of chains. You are gonna find a kind of distinct downtown area. Unlike Highlands Ranch, there's not a distinct downtown Highlands Ranch. There are shopping malls and strip malls, but it's not within walking distance to each other. At the four corners of Highlands Ranch, you're gonna find some sort of shopping and dining. You are gonna find strip malls, but they're not gonna be within walking distance to each other. And there are gonna be more chain restaurants, grocery stores, not the local kind of mom and pop feel. But don't get me wrong, just because you're in Highlands Ranch doesn't mean you can't go down to Littleton or vice versa. We are within about 15 minutes of each other. It's just if commute time is important to you, being closer to one or the other, it's good to know the differences. All right, and then school districts. So Littleton is currently sitting at top 3 in the state of Colorado for school districts, and Douglas County is number 4, which includes Highlands Ranch. So they are both within the top 5. So they're both going to be really great school districts. Christian Valor High School is one to note. That is located in Highlands Ranch. And I know a couple families that are enrolling and applying to Valor, which could have a little bit more competitive sports. So if that sways you here or there, good to know. And Littleton has a Colorado Academic Award, which might sway you a little bit more towards Littleton. But regardless, those are 2 areas that have top 5 schools in the state. So you really can't go wrong with either. And finally, commute to downtown. Downtown Denver can draw a lot of people because of Empower Field where the Broncos play, or the Rockies Stadium, a lot of bars and restaurants, or just a nice meeting place. So the west side of Littleton, you're probably looking at 30 to 45 minutes depending on traffic. And then the east side of Littleton, which is kind of where the downtown area is located, you're probably gonna find 30 minutes drive time to downtown. As far as Highlands Ranch, it has 470 cutting through it, and that's gonna be your main road for transportation. So it's probably gonna be close to 45 minutes to get to downtown Denver from there. So it's not that Highlands Ranch and Littleton, one is better than the other. It's just really great to know the differences. If you have any questions on either of these areas, please use my contact information below, call, text, or email. And as mentioned, I am a licensed real estate agent in this state. So if you need help with buying, selling, or anything in between, I'm your gal. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is twice a week. All right, we'll have another comparison video next week, so I'll see you then.